Welcome back to some more Monster Energy Supercross, the official video game. Today we're going to keep going with the Does Your Track Suck series, but today we are going to do a subscriber spotlight. You guys have been leaving me comments of your tracks or tracks that you think I should check out, so what I was going to do is I was going to play all of them and then choose my favorite three, but that was going to take a little too long, so what I want to do is just kind of go through the comments on videos 1 and 2 and randomly select 3 tracks. We'll give it a star rating just like we always do. The only difference is it's suggestions from you guys. So if I don't get to your track this video, don't worry. I will keep looking at videos 1, 2, and then this one if you leave me a comment on a track that you want me to check out, and it'll be random every single time. And so hopefully eventually, if you guys keep liking this series, we'll keep going with it. But I still want to do it like we did videos 1 and 2, but maybe every 2 videos or something like that, we'll do another subscriber spotlight. Does that make sense? So if you want this series to continue, make sure to leave a like and leave me a comment if there's a track you want me to check out. But let's go see if we can find a suggestion from you guys and see how many stars it is worthy of. Okay, so here we are with the first track. Now this one is the first track that even worked for me. I tried typing in your guys' suggestions and it didn't really work. It brought up a search result, but it didn't show the track. It showed that it found it, but I couldn't like click on anything or download it. So maybe I'm doing it wrong. Maybe I just don't get it, but I don't know. This one worked perfectly fine. This is by I Ride a Honda 450. I believe that's the name. So we're going to check this one out. It looks really awesome. And I have not run any laps on it. We're going to keep doing it blind, but it looks really well laid out. So let's jump into this and hopefully I can make it work for at least 2 more tracks so we can get 3 in here. So been a little while since we played, at least since the last video. I haven't played since then, so bear with me while we get used to it. Got some big loops here. The triple. What is this? Another triple? Another triple, it looks like. This one's a little bit bigger. Sweet section. 3 triples in a row. It's like a double. Into another double. Got to stretch a little bit. Into, oh, I don't know if this is, okay, it is. I was kind of worried that was going to be a wall, but it obviously was not. Triple to a little double here, jumping into the corner. Small section of whoops, that's all right. I kind of like a mix. It's kind of cool to have the little ones, but then to have the big ones too here. This looks big. Oh, it looks like you could probably jump. Well, we kind of did. Kind of jumped to that 3rd table. Oh, we're casing. Yeah, kind of. Kind of casing, jumping to this, step on, step on, step on, step on, step off. What is this? Whoops, we're kind of off track here. Let's get back on track. Small section of whoops into a long straight. So this is something big, I hope. We're gonna give it a full send. Oh yeah. Sweet. I love the big jumps. I'm a sucker for the really big jumps on these tracks. Ooh, man, I don't know well, we didn't really get that. So 2 big doubles back to back. Nice section here. Everything works really well. Everything works perfectly, especially for a rider of my caliber that's not very good at the game, but can still get around tracks and stuff. So he had 1 big section whoops, 2 small sections, and then some really nice rhythm sections, and then just bigger jumps in general. But everything works just about right. Ooh, that's kind of interesting. It looks like you could maybe hop over that. We might have to try that next lap. Wow, what's the lap time here? 2:07. So we'll do maybe just 1 more lap. It's kind of a longer track. So far, sick track, man. It's laid out really well. I mean, I always mention that, oh, there's all this extra space and everything. I mean, there's some extra space here, but it's what you would expect. I mean, it's more realistic. And I know I like the bigger jumps, like those big doubles he had back-to-back are kind of cool, even in a more realistic game like this, but it's not something that you have to have a great track. It just works really well. He's got kind of a mixture of some realism and some fantasy, I guess, with those 2 really big doubles, so really awesome. I mean, I don't know what to say. When you get good tracks like this, like really good tracks, it's hard to say much because the series is kind of based around the sucky tracks, you know? That's the whole point of it. So I don't have a whole lot to say when someone makes a really great track like this. So see, I mean, that works really well. You can double it, or I guess triple it since it was a table, or you can, we're not getting this, or you can jump all the way to that last table. Love the line choice. This section's really cool. I like this. Step on all those tables there. Now, I do want to kind of see if we can hit... We went off track there last time. And then here's that really big jump. We'll hit it in 5th. I don't think you really need a preload on this one. You might on the second one. We'll see. We'll try to hit it in 5th this time. I don't think I was in 5th gear last time. Oh, yeah. Just barely, but we're getting over it. I don't remember what this was. Okay, so that one section's coming up here pretty soon. The variety's good. I mean, it's really good. He's got some decently long rhythm sections. I mean, I'd consider that section of all those triples still a rhythm section. And then a couple other ones. All the jumps fit, like, just right. See, let's try and hop over this. Oh, you kind of can. I mean, you can kind of cut the track, too, and it messed me up for this, but... Really well done, dude. This track is sick. This is a really good track. I mean, there's nothing like super original about it, but that's not saying a bad thing. I mean, a good track is a good track, and this is a solid track. I like the 2-minute lap time. I mean, I also like the shorter lap times too, the more realistic ones, but this, as far as just layout, stadium choice, rhythm sections, everything is just done perfect. Good job, dude. I really like it. So, I mean, as far as the suck rating, probably like something a little bit. I don't even think like half a star. It's just really good, dude. Really well done. So I don't know. I don't have too much else to say. Like I said, when tracks are really good and really well laid out, there's just not a ton to say about them. So good job, man. But I don't know. I'm going to try and find 2 other tracks. If I can't, we might just have to choose 2 other random ones, but I'm going to try my best. If you know what I'm doing wrong in the search bar, or maybe you typed it in the comment section wrong, let me know, and I will try to fix that for the next video. But hopefully we can find 2 more and go from there. Okay, so here we are. This is the second track that we're going to take a look at. Now, I spent like 30 minutes trying to find one because the 2 problems. One, it either doesn't, like I'll put in the name, but it won't bring up a track. It'll show that it found something, but I can't actually click on the track. Or, for instance, there was a track called Sketchy, and there was like 7 different tracks all called the same thing. And the PSN name didn't match the YouTube name that gave me the suggestion, so I didn't really know which one is yours. There was 2 that kind of fit the description, but I wanted to make sure I got your track in on the video, you know what I mean? So if it's kind of like that where it has a more common name, try to be more specific, or let me know what your PSN name is so I can match the 2 together for the video. But we're going to do this one called SX105. It was suggested by Z1 or 1Z0Z5, I think, on YouTube. I don't remember what the PSN name was, so let's jump into this, and well, we're just going to jump off the track right away. That's the first thing we're going to do. Blind, I'm not trying these tracks out. Oh my gosh, that's a wall right away. You know what? Let's just take the reset. Let's take the reset. Let's try to remember that's a wall. All blind. Track was pretty curvy, so I'm assuming we're going this way. Small track, I don't know. This kind of looks like it's the big baseball stadium, and it's kind of a reoccurring thing where we say oh, that's kind of cool. It looks like we can maybe jump up on... Actually, I'm not sure how he wants you to go about that. Interesting. Whoa. Kind of a twisty, turny track here. It looks like it could be shorter, but maybe not as short as you would think because the speeds are a lot slower as compared to that last one we did. That's a triple. Double, maybe? And triple. I mean, we're hitting these sections really weird. I wouldn't say, like, right away, first impressions, that it's a bad track. It feels... I don't know. It feels like there's a very specific way that you need to go through this one. A little slower speeds, I guess. Kind of a triple here. That's going to be kind of hard for me to clear that one, me personally. Kind of built up. Oh, that's kind of a cool section. Like 2 whoops, but then it gets a little bit bigger so you can hop onto that table. Small section of whoops. Into a triple finish, which you're over jumping. I mean, one of the main things that I'm noticing right away. Oh, I did it again. Those always get me, man. Those always. Let's just wait for the reset. Is look where we're kind of riding here to the. There's a lot of extra space again. I don't feel like this was the small baseball stadium. I feel like this was the larger diamond stadium. So, and I know we've kind of talked about it in the comments where I know that, you know, it's not like a lot of people are going into this with no floor plan. Oh, that was weird. I think you're supposed to do that and then double off. You're going into it with no floor plan, so you're picking a stadium and it just kind of, the track turns out the way it turns out. It's not like it's not like a lot of people had an idea of what they wanted for the track. Yeah, that's a triple we're not getting. And then double, I think, and then you would triple again. I don't know why we can't get that. Kind of an interesting section, really tight and slower, but maybe I need a different bike setup too. I've been using the exact same bike setup for every track, so it's not totally fair to give a suck rating to a track when it probably more demands like the low gear ratio instead of the medium, which I'm using. I like this section. Works really well. I mean, we're not getting through it the best, but it does work. And it's more shorter lap times. I mean, it looks like a little over a minute, probably a minute 5 for really good people. Oh my god, I'm gonna do that every track or every time. Sorry if someone's freaking out, like, how can't you remember that? It's because I'm not thinking that hard. I'm thinking about what I think about the track more than what's coming up. We'll run a couple laps here since it's on the shorter side of things. Yeah, I don't think, well, maybe, no, I think maybe that's how he intended it, actually. Cool. That actually works a lot better. Interesting section. Give him some points for a little bit of originality there. Now, can we triple? No, you can't. I was going to try and triple again. So triple, double, triple, it looks like. And then if you don't get it, this messes you up. I don't think that's a bad section. I think it's a little on the slow side, which is, that's not a problem at all. It does seem to work. You have to think about it a little bit. We'll probably do one more just because I'm embarrassed that I can't remember that that's a wall after the finish line. I want to make sure that we can get that section at least one time. Yeah, see, that section works really well too. Not that bad, actually. And then this triple, this finish line's really easy to get. It would have been nice if they could have extended it slightly. And I'm okay with this wall here. That's kind of cool. You can kind of jump into it. The problem is I just could not remember that it was there, and I was over jumping it every single time. Connects nicely with the over-under. Layout's not bad. I just kind of wish, you know, I just, me personally, I don't like looking at all that extra space. Oh, we messed it up. We're not going to get it now. Well, you did see it. We did kind of see how it was supposed to go through. And if I'm not hitting the lines the way you intended, let me know in the comments because, you know, I don't know. It's not like I'm practicing the tracks a lot and have, you know exactly how I'm supposed to do it. So triple, double. The only problem with this rhythm section here that I have a slight problem with is the triple's fine. The double, it's kind of easy to overjump and then it screws me up for the rest of that section. But I guess that just would take some time to get used to it. And then hit this triple. Oh my gosh, we actually got over it just right. So we ran 5 laps. I say it was about 5 minutes. Not that bad. The layout's not that bad. The biggest problem I have is that it's in too big of a stadium, I think. And again, that probably comes with you pick a stadium and then just start building. It's not like people are sitting here and are professional track builders and are thinking, oh yeah, this is exactly what I want my floor plan to be. I'm sure some people are like that, but I'm guessing a lot of the times it's just you're building and you go with it, and when it's done, it's done. But a lot of extra space, and that back rhythm section, that double is a little too small for me. I wish they could have extended it because I think there was room. Extended it so that double was a bit harder to get so you could hit the next triple and then that big kind of step up double. So overall, not too bad. I mean, I'm going to give it like, ew, this is really hard. I'm going to give it like 2 stars, and I'm not saying it's a bad track, man. Please don't get offended by it. I'm saying that you got something pretty decent here. Some of these sections were really cool, but a lot of extra space. Maybe condense it down into a smaller stadium if you have a floor plan, and maybe extend that one rhythm section where it was like a triple, double, triple, just so that double's not so small. And maybe I'm hitting that line wrong. And again, if I'm hitting the lines wrong, please feel free to let me know how you wanted it to be hit so that it makes more sense. Okay, so cool track, not bad, decent layout, just kind of a big stadium, I think. So let's move on and see if we can find a third track to check out. All right, so here we have our third and final track we're going to look at today. This was suggested by Austin Gribbler. Now, just for you, I know you said that any track that started with Gribby, but this was the only one that came up. So Gribby track 5 is what we're going to look at and see what we think of it. It looks to be like a little double here. It looks like it's probably more of a realistic track. I mean, just looking at it, looks like the stadium was chose about right. The layout is pretty good. I mean, okay, that's a double. This double single, or maybe that's a triple. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, that was a triple, but we hit a tough block. Another triple. This looks like a triple. Oh, this is a big one. Big triple, but we got over it. Little section of whoops. Is this a wall? Or no, not a wall. I mean, right into the corner. No, it's not. Step on, step off. Okay. Step on, step off. into a large section of whoops, which we love these. Love the big whoops. Triple, double, slowing up way too much here. Into a wall. I don't know, maybe not, maybe, oh, another wall. Maybe we can just jump over that first one into a small section of whoops. And that looks like that's gonna be about a lap. Okay, that double's really easy to overjump, and then it like destroys you for this finish line. And then we come back. So more of a realistic track. Lap times feel much more realistic. They're not like the 2-minute lap time compounds and stuff like that. I think you can maybe triple that. You'll have to let me know in the comments. I'm not really getting it, but it feels like that's probably what it's supposed to be. And then that's for sure triple. Into this big triple. Now, we messed this up last time, so we're gonna keep going. Oh, we overjumped it. We overshot it. No, definitely want to land on top. Definitely want to land on top. Hit these whoops. We got a really bad timing through them. Overall, the track's pretty darn good. I mean, it's laid out really well. It's not like huge open spaces. So, yeah, the layout's really good. I mean, it's... Try not to take too much offense. I'm not saying it in a bad way. I'm not saying that you're not a good track builder or anything like that. For anybody, I'm not specifically you or anything, but for anybody, it's just, I mean, for me, what I remember tracks, and I say this every video, is the originality of the track. Whether it's realistic and it's just perfect, or, you know, I'm never gonna get this triple, so I'm not even gonna try. Or it's just, it has some crazy line, or it has something someone else has thought of that nobody else has to do with the track editor. I mean, there's a limit to what you can do. And I mean, dude, this track is 10 times better than I could do. Okay, so 10 times better. Very good track. It's just, it feels, there's nothing super original about it, you know what I mean? But it's a good track. It's definitely a good track, man. Don't let me take that away from you. It's a great track. It's more realistic. The lap times are more realistic. Everything works really well. It's laid out great. It's just not a track that... Well, I mean, I'll probably remember it now because it was something you see... Whoa, those little whoops grab you. Little buggers bite. But it's just not extremely... Everything you did on it was really well done. Okay, everything was really, really well done. It's just... There's other tracks out there that are really similar to it, you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing extremely special about this one. So I've always feel like I don't want to hurt someone's feelings, you know what I mean? I don't want to be like that guy, but it's just, that's what I think of it. I think it's a great track. I think you laid it out really well. Everything works really good. I don't feel like there's any one section to where it just doesn't work, you know, like a really wonky section. I don't feel like that. I feel like everything works here perfectly. It just feels so normal, you know what I mean? So incredibly normal. So that's kind of my opinion on it. We'll finish up this lap here. So 58-second lap times, very realistic lap times, just a realistic track in general. And the game is a more realistic track, so it's good to... Whoa, those whoops are, whoa, crazy. For being little ones, those things are crazy. This double I would prefer... Well, it's not like you really had a choice because you used up all the tracks, so it's not like you could have really... like extended that. So no, I mean, that works fine for me. There's no criticism for your rhythms or your excuse me, or your setup. The stadium you chose was great. The layout was perfect. Lap times were more realistic. You did a heck of a job, man. It's just normal, you know, there's nothing super original about it. You know what I'm saying? So we'll give it like 2 stars. It's not because it sucks, like it's a bad track. It's just the originality. You know what I mean? So that's the only thing that I feel like was lacking here, was just the originality, something that I know you can't always have something brand new. I get it. And it doesn't have to be original to be a 0-star track. Just, that's what I felt. So try not to take offense to it. You did a good job, man. 2 stars. I think we already said that. And I think that's going to wrap it up for this video. So again, guys, if you want to keep seeing this series and you want to see your tracks, leave them in the comments, leave a like, and let me know in the comments that you want to keep seeing this. Now, for the next video, we'll probably jump back into random ones. Maybe. We'll see how many suggestions we get from people for their tracks on this video, and then we'll do another subscriber spotlight when I feel like we get enough, because I need a lot, because for some reason, a lot of the tracks that were suggested, just, I can't get to them. I don't know, I might be doing something wrong, but, or make sure you put it in the comment section exactly how it is on PlayStation. And I am on PlayStation right now, so Maybe eventually we'll hop on a PC and Xbox, but for now, PlayStation. So let me know your tracks. Leave a like if you want to keep seeing this, and we'll go from there. But you guys and girls are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for the support on the channel lately. It really means a lot. And until the next video, take it easy.